The eyes of others are the eyes that ruin us. If all were blind but myself, I should not want fine clothes, nor a fine house, nor fine furniture. That was said by Benjamin Franklin, or attributed to him. Most human beings in this world are dominantly visual. We usually take our eyes to be great blessings, but they're also great responsibilities, and there are so many ways that our eyes can get us into trouble. We have created our world based on our sight and vision. It is a vision world, the things that we see, the architecture and the art that we build, and the clothes that we wear. If we were all blind, we wouldn't even need clothes at all, right? Unless for the winter, for shelter reasons. And so there is so much about integrity, or the lack of integrity, that has to do with how we make use of our eyes. And we have our eyes employed in this world a lot. We employ them in watching the internet, in doing our work, reading. And so I find that very interesting and worth a deeper thought. And our eyes are connected to our mind and our heart. And so we don't actually see with our eyes. I mean, we do, but the eyes receive a signal, but the brain makes sense of it. And the brain makes sense of things based on rules that we've learned, beliefs that we hold, chemical pathways that there are, experiences that we've had. The energies of our heart are involved. How we're willing to see or unwilling to see. Our eyes can play tricks on us. Sometimes we think that what is comes first, and then we see it. But it's kind of the other way around. We're trained in what we will and can see, and then that's what is there and is appearing. So it's a great responsibility, and it's a responsibility in more than one way. We have to be sure that we are not living our lives through the eyes of other people, because they are not, most people don't care about you. They can't. They're not strong enough to care about you. They're in their own hole trying not to drown. And the way that they see is an artifact of that. And so if you're taking what is seen by others about you, then you're just going down into their hole. And there's no reason to do that. The way that another person thinks about you is not your business. That's their business. It has nothing to do with you. And then, of course, we have to be responsible for how we choose to see. The only eyes that I want to be looked at through are God's eyes. And those are the only eyes that I want to look out from. I want to look out from God's eyes. And I've prayed that so many times. God, please help me to see myself the way that you see me. Please help me to see others the way that you see them. That's my prayer all the time. And when I'm granted that, I see people who are hurt. I see people who are hurt walking around this whole world. I see people who have light and delight in them, little hidden things that you can't see unless you're willing to look past the flaws. I can also see, not always, but I mean, you start to see when people are being, what integrity really is, and when people are living it. It doesn't mean I can tell when people are lying or telling the truth to me. But just the whole world, like, just sometimes we kind of close our eyes. That's an idiom that we have. We close our eyes against things because we don't want to deal with it. Well, when you have God's eyes, you get them open. And I still have a long ways to go on that, but you get them open and realize that you have to take a look at things that aren't so good and not participate if you can. So, really, we have to not think about what we think other people's sin and impurity is, because that's what we see. If we are seeing sin and impurity, we're the ones who aren't seeing yet about some things in our world that we're calling that. And that there is a lot of things that are not like that, don't have that integrity, but sometimes we're just making judgments that come from us instead of what really is. And the New Testament says that charity does not see evil. That's what charity is. Instead, you see children of God that, yeah, they might need to be rescued. Yeah, they might be in a pile of crap. Yeah, they might be in chains. So our sight is very powerful and very a place where a lot of we need to have a lot of growth and responsibility. And so yeah, take some deeper thought on that.